Okay, welcome. I got a short message for you today. It probably won't take too long. I know you guys are eager to get on with your day. Scott, how are you feeling? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. You not ready for the Viking haircut yet?
No,
Not yet. Okay. All right.
What's the Viking haircut?
The Viking haircut, I said it as soon as he starts taking testosterone, he'll be like, "No! I need a Viking haircut." Hey man, I have nothing against the Vikings. I'm down. What if you had the opportunity to start all over again and go back? Do it again.
The beginning of your life, you mean? Like
The beginning of your mistakes, the beginning of the things that you regret, to learn from every mistake, to scrape every single lesson that you've ever had from your past and start with a clean slate. What if you could do that?
but we still knew everything we know now.
You know everything that you know now. You get to go back and you get to do it again.
What you know now?
With what you know now.
Yeah, literally just
Not to
happened.
be rich, boys. It'd be like
You'd be rich.
Are gonna lose to the Seahawks 41-8. I'm gonna put that bet in.
I just think I would be more vocal if I could do that. Or I don't know if you really asked me. I don't know.
You know, what would you do differently? What would you do differently?
I just think I would probably be I would procrastinate a lot less. Like throughout my life, I think always usually have known that there was an issue somewhere, but I never really said anything. Like or for a long time, I wouldn't really recognize it, or I just do whatever I could to ignore it. And I just wouldn't do that. Would be the biggest thing that I wouldn't do. I try to do something about it, or I try to actually talk about it with people who could help me. You know,
Okay.
Like for a long time, even like I've been going to therapy for a long time, but for a long time I wouldn't even really talk about. I would often not really talk about my real issues. You know, like I would just kind of avoid them because I almost didn't even know, I didn't want to, or didn't even know how to talk about them, or was.
So you would talk about your issues more, maybe open up to people who care about you a little bit more, that type of thing. Who else?
I don't just, again, like, I guess this goes along with it. I just be a little bit more aware of potential, of my potential, and also the fact that, I'm much more likely to regret what I don't do than what I did do. So just try to avoid, again, having those regrets.
So I like what you said, be more aware of my potential is one of the things that he said. How many of you would do that? Be aware of your potential. Yeah, your potential. Well,
I don't know. I don't. I guess it's tough because, like, to be honest, like I think all of us want to go back and we would all do, like, be great gods or like really kill it.
well, maybe what lessons have you learned from your past? How would you apply them? How would you start over again? And, the best thing is you have that opportunity.
Right.
Every single flipping day, you have that opportunity. As you wake up, you have the chance. You have a chance to do it. Take all those lessons that you've learned and apply them to right now. Apply them to right here and right now. Yeah? You're going back by learning with the lessons that you have. What would you take from the lessons that you have? And how can you use those today? That's my point. No, we can't go back in the past and change things. But why would you change things? Because that brought you to a certain point in your life where you've gone through some hard times, you've gone through some struggles. Those struggles made you who you are. And they're continuing to build who you are. Scars. No one should die without scars. That's what I believe. No one should die without scars. You've got your own personal scars. Those scars, your own personal scars, are your own personal designs. You can choose to start over, though. You can choose to start over. You don't have to be stuck living the same lessons, doing the same thing over and over and over again. You can choose. You can choose today to be better. You can choose to live with a clean slate. Remember what I told you. Today's non-judgment day.
Tomorrow's non-judgment.
Non-judgment day, yes, seems to be tomorrow. As far as I know, tomorrow's non-judgment day, and it also correlates with another Buddhist holiday, and that is take your judgment and shove it day. It goes right hand to hand with that. They run together like two little love-struck lovers holding hands. Your job is non-judgment day. And if they judge, well, their job is to shove it. Which means you have to let go of your past. You have to focus on right now. What you're going to do now to create a better future for yourself. What you're going to do now. That's what matters. It doesn't matter what you did in the past. Those are lessons. Those are lessons. Remember what I told you when you were in here on Friday. I said, you're unstoppable. Unbeatable by other people. You're the only one that can put a limitation on yourself. You're the only one that can beat yourself. Brothers, I'm here to tell you, you're unstoppable if you want to be. If you want to be. Who doesn't want to be unstoppable? So yeah, I say get yourself a Viking haircut.
I'm trying to grow out my hair and keep shaving the sides, so I don't know what that's going to be.
Get yourself a Viking haircut. Put on a warrior attitude. Walking around going, la, 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 la. I'm a badass. Because you can be. Being a badass doesn't mean that you can kick everybody's ass in the room. That's not being a badass. That's being a dumbass. If that's the way you think about it. Being a badass is kicking your own life's ass. I've said it a bunch of times. I'll say it again. It's taking life by the short hairs, man. And living it to its absolute fullest potential. What plans are you going to make now for today and in the future to ensure that this new version of you is better than the last version? What can you do? What goals can you make? What plans can you put together to make this new version of you the best version yet? It's up to you. It's your choice. It's your choice. We have to take life, seize it, seize the day. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. I used to have it tattooed on me, carpe diem. It's since been covered up. I got it covered up.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Because it looked like a prison tattoo. Carpe diem, yeah.
Yeah, seize the day. Carpe diem. Oh, and here's another important one. Yeah, you should carpe diem. You want to know why?
Why?
Because memento mori.
Memento mori.
Do you know what that means?
Tell me.
It means remember that you will die.
Remember that you will die. I like that one a lot. So why so serious, right?
Yep. Not like you're getting out of this thing alive.
Boom, you got it. You've got it. You've heard that one before.
Yeah. Just a few
100 times.
Yeah.
I don't even have it in this lecture because I know you guys already know that one already. Why so serious?
Yep.
Well, Daniel hasn't heard it yet, so my big saying is, why so serious, man? Not like you're going to get out of this thing alive anyway. Life is meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to also be a struggle. But the struggle is the part that we need in order to grow. Being uncomfortable is what it takes in order to get stronger and get better. That's what it takes. So be glad when you're uncomfortable. Be happy. Embrace it. Embrace the suck. Embrace the suck. We need that suck. We do. We do. Will your future self be proud of you? Will tomorrow's self be proud of you by the works that you do today and by the person that you are today? Would your future self be proud of you? Is your future self going to be proud of you? Is your future self going to say, you know, on Monday, I rocked it. I kicked some serious ass. Or is your future self going to be, you know, on Monday, I really sucked?
Well, that's like really, I don't know if you heard what I said. It was the last thing I said about if I could go back to, you know, knowing everything I knew now. And,
Yes.
The other big thing, the last thing I said was just that I would do whatever I could to make sure I don't have the same regrets, you know? And that goes along with what you just said, you know? I'm getting to a point where I mean, even though I still do it sometimes, where I just really don't want to have any regrets. You know, I don't want to, as you said, I don't want to look back on today and like, even in a few days now and think, man, I should have done that today.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Right. Will your future self be proud of you?
Yep.
I don't know. I think that if I look back on Monday, on Thursday, I think my future self would go, you know, you did pretty good. You did all right. At least so far. At least so far, I'm doing okay. You got to let go of who you were. If you don't, you will truly never thrive. Let go of who you were and focus on what you will become. Focus on what you will become. And I hope what you will become is that person who reaches their true potential. And it starts with you today. You taking charge. You seizing the day. You doing it. No one's going to do it for you. It has to be on you. And you can. There is no limits. The only limitation is the limitation you put on yourself. And I'll say it again, the only person who can defeat you is you. It's not the naysayers. It's not the people who blame you. It's not the people who look down on you. It's not the people who will talk bad about you. Those people don't matter. Remember, it's non-judgment day for you, and it's take that judgment and shove it day for them.
That's like that's like the one holiday.
That's the only holiday that I celebrate.
Non-judgment day.
Non-judgment day. We don't get presents for non-judgment day, except for one, the present moment.
Like Master Wu Wei said. You know what Master Wu Wei said?
What did Master Wu Wei say?
Yeah, you've heard it. Well, come on. I think you've said it in lecture before. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift.
And that's why we call it the present. It's true. It's true. That's the only present they give out for non-judgment day. And I think it's the best one yet. The best gift you could get. So what are you going to do? Every morning, wake up. Remind yourself that you have another opportunity to experience your greatest day. Another opportunity to push yourself. Another opportunity to set an example. Another opportunity to learn something that will make you better. Another opportunity to enjoy the day and to enjoy other people. To enjoy your life. What a better gift than that? If you believe in a creator, that's a gift straight from God. If you don't believe in a creator, It's still a gift. Remember that a dead person would gladly trade their dead day for your bad day any day. I don't know one person that is not fighting for their last breath of air when their time comes. They want to be here. You want to be here. Make the most out of it. You're blessed to get the opportunity of life. I like to keep telling this statistic because I think it's prudent and worthwhile. But the chances of you being alive, you remember the number?
1 in 200 trillion.
1 in 200 trillion.
What chance?
Was the chance of you being alive and being a human?
You being alive as a human being.
No,
It's like that of being in the ocean and you being a turtle, a sea turtle. Coming up for air. In one breath, you go down and you just happen to poke your head through an inner tube. That's the likelihood, the chances of you becoming a human being and being alive. My God, man. Talk about luck. You were born lucky. And then to be born in the United States, where you don't have people cutting other people's heads off, when you have the opportunity to do anything that you want to do, you want to be a pizza maker, you can do that. You want to be an actor, you can do that. You want to be a political activist, by God, you can do it. You can do anything you want. Yeah?
I guess we should all consider ourselves very privileged.
Privileged. We have food here. You told me one time when you were going to North Korea and you could see, was it you that told me that they were eating the trees? The bark off the trees. You could have been born a North Korean, eating bark off of trees.
North Korea or South Korea?
North Korea, you can see it from South Korea.
In South Korea, yeah, they're well, there's
Base camp where you can see the clouds from South Korea, North Korea, and you can see like all the soldiers like on a 24/7 ships, and the people just eat the bark, and you can see all like the holes on the trees and the scratch marks on the trees.
that's outrageous. So not only were you born as a human being, you could have been born a snail. You were born a human being, but you were born in the United States. My God.
Yeah, you could be in North Korea.
You could be in North Korea. You could be in Afghanistan. Can you imagine being a female in Pakistan? Here we get to identify as whatever we want to be. There, if you were born a female, you have to cover your face. If you have an affair with somebody, they stone you to death. Stone you.
Stone.
And that's even if you get raped. If you get raped as a female, it can stone you.
Wait, even though
That's right. If it wasn't witnessed by somebody, then they can stone you. But we live here. It's incredible. Your luck is unbelievable. So take advantage of it. Wake up tomorrow and go, Time for a Viking haircut, right? Because I'm going to rule this world. Yeah. I woke up this morning, man. And I'm lucky as hell. We have the opportunity to be on our phones. We have the opportunity to watch TV. We have the opportunity to go out and grab a bite to eat. We're certainly not thirsting to death. Lucky, man. Today it's your duty to fight. It's your duty to fight. Fight temptation. Don't weaken. Don't get weak and distracted. Focus on the things that you want. Focus on the things that you can control. Look to those who truly love you and align your values with theirs. Do today what should be done today. Today is the pupil of yesterday. And there is no need to hesitate. And then I would go on further to say there's not time to hesitate. Life's too short. One of my favorite people on that used to be on the planet, his name was Ed Parker, and he said, "Those who hesitate, meditate horizontally."
There's a saying. There's a saying someone said. Listening to a podcast and basically like treat every day as an opportunity. It's like you're not getting this day back. So what? It's Monday, May 15th, 2023.
Yep.
There's not going to be a Monday, May 15th, 2023.
Ever again.
Right. So like treat it, like utilize it. Don't
It's
make
sacred.
one shot kind of mentality.
Yeah, this specific day is never gonna happen. Man.
It's sacred. Today is sacred. And if you treated your day like it was sacred every single day, oh my God, guys, your life would be an unbelievable ride. Can you imagine how incredible your life would be? Jeez. You can choose to start over. You can choose to live life to its fullest. It starts as soon as you wake up. Hell, it starts right now. You don't even have to wait till tomorrow morning. You can just decide that today is my day. It's a sacred day. It's a special day. It's a gift. Because it is. It truly, truly is. Would you not agree?